mechanical ideas where we're talking about Lucian and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
the short dash.
Right. So it seems like overall, in the grand scheme of things, it hasn't helped as much in terms
Hmm.
of climbing. But let's see how these games are going. I think it's still. I think at this level, there's still very much um, similar ideas in terms of having to win fights, or laning is actually becoming important. I think at this rank. I
Yeah.
mean, what happened here?
Oh, this was like this is a big fuck up for me. Like I just went in to like I was playing too cocky. I most of the time I see most thrushes start Q, so I just kind of assumed that, and he started E, so
Oh,
I
what the
kind of got
heck?
screwed
No,
over.
yeah,
Yeah.
Thresh usually starts E, right?
Oh yeah.
One way to tell, I mean, this is champion specific, but for future reference, one way to tell is to click on him, and you can see if he has flare or not.
Oh, okay.
So you know how like Thresh gets more damage if he has an auto attack or whatever.
Yeah.
It'll if there's a charge up on his flay thing, it'll have an icon, and you can tell if he started E or Q. But yeah, even if yeah, I guess I mean yeah, you always assume he starts flay essentially. So
Yeah.
it's kind of unfortunate now because you can't really do anything now, right?
Hmm.
He just touches you and then it's like, oh. So definitely level 1 ideas are important where your goal is to, well, you leashed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, your goal isn't to really so we're gonna talk about priorities here. So first off is when you people talk about lane, a lot of people have a huge emphasis on getting CS, which is true, right?
Yeah.
This is your time to maximize your gold in terms of getting as many last hits as possible. But what most people don't realize is that you don't want to compromise your resources to do so. Like, don't take a Jin fourth shot for CS, for example, right?
Yeah.
Or anything like that. So in this picture, this is a really common level 1 problem where people will try and get this no matter what. These 3 minions right here. Wait,
Hmm.
let me see if I can draw this. These 3, this right here, especially if you leash, right? This doesn't
Yeah.
matter. This doesn't do anything, right? If he gets these and you hit him twice, that's worth, because you're in control of the lane, right?
Yeah.
Um, the reason why the first 3 don't matter is because usually speaking, it's not really possible to get them, and also people are so fixated on getting these, you can hit them for free, right?
Hmm.
So that's what's happening to you right now is that you ate the bouncing
Oh, the
grenade because you really
grenade.
wanted it, right? So
Yeah.
we're already losing, and the 3 CS didn't matter, right? You
Hmm.
know what I mean? So I think it's a shift in priorities in terms of instead of trying to get minions, you want to try and win lane through some kind of health advantage or wave management advantage or something like that, right?
Okay.
The CS becomes less of a priority for us now because
Yeah.
when you're in control of the game, then you can get all the CS you want. Like, for example, because you tried to get those CS, now you can't get any of these, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't really gain anything in the long run. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So having your in lane, your new priority is making sure that you're not taking bad trades or getting caught or anything like that, right? The number 1 priority is not getting ganked and not falling for the enemy's win condition, which is whatever it is, trades when they're level 1, or trades when Jin has 4 shot, or getting hit by hook, whatever it is, right? You don't want to fall into you don't want to get hit by that no matter what, essentially. So that's kind of the first thing we're seeing here is laning ideas. Oh my,
Yeah.
Janna is crazy. She's
um,
dead. You need to heal. Okay, nice.
yeah, Kogma, I'm not too familiar like mechanically. He's probably like my worst champion like in my pool right now, because right now the champions I play are Ezreal, Jhin, Lucian, and Kogma. So
Hmm.
Kogma's like the one where I don't really play him a lot. Like even I've never really had like past experience with him, so
Right, right,
fairly
right.
new.
So it's good to talk about. So, how does Kog'Maw have you ever played a Kog'Maw who has 1 lane against you?
Not really, no.
Okay, so it's gonna be hard to kind of figure out what to do in lane then, because a lot of times okay, so your laning is based on your W, right? Your strengths and weaknesses define how you want to play the lane. So Jin is like, in this scenario, he would want to walk up and fourth shot you, right? He wants to trade as much as possible,
Yeah.
right? So Kog'Maw can either do usually one of 2 things. He can either, or two, both things. He can either go for some kind of poke damage with his W, right? Which we would say looks pretty good here if you can just hit him and run. 2 hits or 1 hit would probably be worth your W. Or if you have a shooting support or you have some kind of your abilities cannot miss between the two of you, you want to all in, right? And if you flash hook, you can all in. But we would say at this point you can't do that yet. So we would say using W to hit them would be very good, for example, right? Because I noticed you haven't been using it at all. Versus stuff like this where he's in range, Q auto attack is winning.
Oh yeah.
Right? So that's like definitely laning ideas you can try and pick up. And one thing to really help with this is to watch a replay of someone playing Kogmaw, right?
Yeah.
Like a high level replay on basically copy what they do and figure out why they're doing it. Like their W usage. That's always really important. Okay. Because that's just the reason why you have no HP is they're hitting you and then you like take it up the butt, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely one thing we're seeing here is laning ideas.
Okay.
So here, for example, if you want this, you could walk up to last hit it, and then when he gets close, W him instead. Auto attack and run, right? Something like that. So, because using it to last hit minions is as like a last resort, maybe for like the cannon or something, right? So yeah, that's one thing I'm noticing right now. What were you saying? Did you have a question?
Yeah. So for attack moving, I actually never right click. I always just press A. I've never like A clicked before really. And I was just wondering like what your take on that is, cause
yeah, I think that everyone has their own style, and I know different pro players do different things. Like double lift only right clicks, and some Korean ADCs use A click, right? So I think it's dependent on how comfortable you feel. Right. If you think it's not, if you think right clicks are making it hard for you to do exactly what you want to do, then you should maybe change it up, right? Or something like that. So
yeah, because I always just press A instead of right clicking. Like I'm always way more comfortable with it because in case I do miss them, like my mouse misses them by a little bit, it'll still attack them, you know. So yeah, that's. Do you think that's okay though for like higher elo and stuff?
Yeah,
like...
I mean I think that's fine. I use a mix of both, but so for me, I will right click when I know I can hit them and not misclick, and then I use A click when a lot of things are moving and it's really hard to figure out. We can talk about this TV2 real quick though. How do you think you could have played this better?
Probably should have just walked further back. Like I probably should have just went back right here, like right there, because he used his lantern, so obviously he's trying to engage on me.
Well, if I said you guys won, what would you say?
I could see us winning this because Jin's half HP.
Yeah, but it's, let's say everyone's full HP. Let's say everyone has everything up, right? Because you guys traded to the point where you guys are still even. This is basically even, I would say, right? So why is this winning based on matchup?
Because of my passive.
Well, you don't plan on dying, hopefully.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm
could,
not
I guess.
Sure.
So, what does Kogmaw Janna want to do? What kind of
just poke?
Yeah. Okay, true. They can go for some poke damage, but what else? Let's say you guys are level 18. You guys don't poke anymore, right? What do you do?
All in.
Right, because you just point and click. You can't miss shield. You can't miss W, right? So in this picture, do we have some kind of semblance of that? We can still.
We just all in them.
Right. Why is Kogmaw's W so good? It's because you just press W and you're considered all in, right? And even though your all in may not be as fast as Draven's or Lucian's, it ramps up, right? Especially in the mid game. So
especially with lethal tempo too.
Right, exactly. So you're still considered all in, right? And you have all in potential, right? What about Thresh and Jin? What do they want to do?
They just want to. They're kind of relying on Thresh to get a catch, kind of, and then they engage.
Exactly. So necessary to hook or to Jin W, or you need to be so low that if they all in, they kill you with one hit or something like that, right? So when you look at this and they're committing here, as if we say that they need to land hook to win and you just flash the hook, that's how we know you automatically win. So all you have to do is just make sure you don't get hooked, which is what you do, and then kill Jin, right? So the reason why you guys end up not getting him is because you didn't realize that and you were running first instead of turning around to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the idea, is this matchup idea. And you know, it's not that you figure it out, you know, after he flashes. It's that you were walking here, so you're trying to bait him into going on you guys because you know you're winning or something like that. Right. You shouldn't be afraid of that.
Okay.
That might be a Kogmaw thing, right? So very much be like being able to tell yourself what you want to do before the lane starts will help a lot with this, right? So anytime you're like in an all-in situation, you know you're winning, right? Anytime you're in an all-in situation, you're not instantly dying. You know you guys are winning because that's not what the enemy team wants to do, right? Anytime you get hooked, you know you're losing, so you flash immediately, right?
Yeah.
So these are kind of the what's it called? I guess mental shortcuts that you could use to figure out what to do in any given situation. So that's just one of them, is knowing that the matchup tells you that you can win there, right? In this case, you know, it's kind of hard to help this, but
Yeah. I just went in with him too because I thought we could maybe get a kill, but it was really,
yeah,
really aggressive.
this is real dicey. So I would not give up all the CS to try and help this, to be honest. So it's okay.
Okay.
You just try to help. I don't know what's going on. Uh, but the real bigger picture is the laning stuff for sure.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah. This game I got out CS'd like pretty hard by like 20 or something
Right.
because they
Right.
were
Right.
just zoning me so hard from this point on.
Right. It's all because of the stuff that happened earlier. But
Yeah.
oh, you're just gonna get a lantern. What are we doing? Oh my god! If you had hit that, that would have been crazy. Wait, this
Yeah,
guy's
that would have
dying.
been
If
really good. Yeah,
wait, they're
he's dead.
trolling. What the fuck? All right, interesting. Sure, sure. Who's their jungle? Kane. All right, you guys okay?
Yeah,
Kane,
he's
stop.
topside.
You can push this out. You don't even have the base. This is easy clap. Oh my. All right, let's talk about this. What happened here?
I just kind of kept hitting the turret while he
No,
just
no, no, no,
really
no.
fucked up.
What do we talk? What do we talk about? In terms of matchup, this is 2v2, right?
Oh yeah, I walked a little bit too far back here.
Well, okay. Let's break this down. So, when Thresh walks up like this, is this winning or losing for him?
Losing because the wave.
Okay, that's one. But let's say that there's no tower, there's no wave.
Hmm.
Or actually, it's hard to say. But let's say he can't land hook, I guess, because he can't in this picture, right?
Yeah.
So, is this winning or losing for him based on matchup?
This is winning or losing for him. Yeah.
Because, like we said, he needs to land hook
Hmm.
in this specific matchup. We'd say, right? The only time he doesn't need to land hook is if they can win with just Flay. And with Jin, you can't win with just Flay unless Jin has like 6 items or some shit. I don't know. Maybe he's a lot stronger, but 2 items, something like that. I don't know. But they need to land hook, right? So he can't land hook. You guys know you're winning. All you have to do is not tank the tower. So what happened?
Oh yeah, I tanked a turret shot.
Right. So how this is actually a mechanical idea. So when you are getting rooted, the first thing your character does is what?
Auto attack. Should I turn that off? The auto attack thing?
You can, but one thing you can help to stop this is to press S as well.
Oh yeah.
But it's okay. You know, this is not really something that comes up often, but that is definitely noteworthy because if you want to do stuff like this is how you do it, right?
Mhm.
But anyways, once you get to this point, you can just turn around and kill this guy, right?
Yeah, I could have easily just
Yeah,
poked him.
that's
a
the
lot.
idea. And also, another idea here is maybe this isn't an all-in, but you guys still want to trade, right?
Mhm.
Because why is trading good?
Because I have Janna.
That's actually somewhat true. Like the shield is good for trading, but more towards your items. Why is trading good?
I have lifesteal.
Yes. So you trade evenly and your life's still up. Thresh is upset or Jin's upset, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So would you consider Kogma like pretty good at getting kills early game then?
no. Of course
No?
not, right?
Okay.
Because everyone else's all in happens faster. He can get caught, right? So very much, Kog'Maw wins if you can kind of poke them down, right? Or
Yeah.
find some kind of interesting all in, right? Maybe they fail engage or something like that, right? But yeah, it can go really bad really quick, right? So what's going on here? We can talk about this.
Here I was just trying to clear the wave as fast as possible, so I could try base because I knew that they were full HP. I was a little bit lower, so I just tried to use my W to CS from like a further range, but I don't know. It probably was not the right move.
Right. So there are some interesting ideas here. So let's say you wanted a W so you could last it this safely, right?
Mhm.
But what happens when your W runs out? Have you killed the wave by then?
No.
Right. So it doesn't really make sense because um, not only are they gonna fight you when you have no W, right? But also you're not kind of able to do the goal which you wanted to do, which is kill all these minions before you base, right?
Mhm.
And then there's a third thing. There's kind of another thing going on here, which is not just 2v2, but what if Kane is on the way, right? Can you stall long enough for Warwick to get here?
Probably not. No.
Right, you need to say something like, we're gonna E this Thresh immediately, right? You need to have some kind of game plan for this gank, right? Maybe you can say, if you E this Thresh immediately, he has no flash, you can run this way and then Janet can body block shots or something like that. But I think the initial idea is flawed in terms of using W to farm is almost always a no-go. Right, your W is, you need a trade, poke, you need an all-in, whatever, but if you don't have it, you're auto-doomed, essentially, right?
Mhm.
And here, this guy just lands a hook, so it's like really awkward. But part of it is because you were so focused on getting these minions that you're not, you're not ready to fight. I think is a common theme we're seeing, right?
Okay.
Because although you are hitting Jin, it's you start with so low HP that you guys aren't winning. You guys aren't winning anymore. And I guess you get hit by the hook, so that's really awkward.
Yeah. That was my other question about Kog'Maw. How do I utilize his E properly? Because I noticed that it doesn't really do a lot of damage. I feel like it's more for just like slowing people down.
Right. So, when's the best time to slow someone? What do you think? In what situation?
When you're getting chased, probably.
Right. Perfect. So when they're running in one direction and you want to stop them from going there. So if they're running away, E them that way, right? If they're running towards you, you E them, right? What if they're just standing still hitting you? Okay, it doesn't do anything. Right?
Yeah.
So that's perfect, right? And then you'll say something like, when Thresh is walking at me, we're gonna E right at him, or E on the path that he wants to walk through, right? We should talk about this as well because this is important. So when you come back to lane, let's watch this. So when you come back to lane and push this. Well, actually, I guess Kane is dead, so
yeah,
it could be okay. But this is a common pattern where if you have no mid priority, mid's roaming, or top is TPing, but you're okay here, or the jungle is ganking, but none of those things are happening, so we should be okay here. It's just that they can always go around this path. You know what I'm talking about? Where they go up and around this way, and it's like, oh, you can't run away anymore. So a lot of times when you're playing Kog'Maw, if you have no flash, you should be careful about pushing, right? Because you can't get away. Essentially, you can turn around and kill this guy.
Yeah, what my plan was to just get that last wave by the turret and then get one turret plating down, because I'm still trying to figure out like when to get the turret plating, right? Because it seems like it gives like a good amount of gold. It's like pretty much one cannon, right? So
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, could be just testing. It's just definitely be careful of overstaying, right? Especially with these champions. Because anything like this happens in their jungle here is doomed. But their jungle's dead, so you're okay. You're definitely okay here. I think we're more concerned about the fighting aspect in lane, where in here you can hit him and kite as well, right? You can even E auto attack, right? Or even throw in throw in auto ultis as well. So maybe you need to just play some more Kog'Maw. I don't know, I guess.
Yeah, I'm only like Mastery 4 on him, so yeah, pretty new with him.
Alright, let's see what's going on here. Fast forward.
Oh yeah, I based there because I noticed that they were just freezing the entire time, so...
Oh, feels bad. Feels like you can't do anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Sure, I think it's just a product of losing health, because he was hitting you, but you weren't hitting back.
Yeah.
Oh, this is free, right? You just hit Jen here. Oh, why did she flash? What the hell?
Panic flash.
Right, so you should just, when you play Kog'Maw, remember what your matchup is, right?
Okay.
Where ask yourself, what do we want to do? Do we want to trade? Do we want to poke? Do we want all in? Like what situations do we win and they don't win? That's what I want you to ask yourself. So when it comes to all in, you would say, we win all in, they don't, so you should go for the all in, right? 2v2. as long as their jungle's not here. Or let's say you win trades and they don't, you should trade, right? Jin has no first shot, you guys win trades. So those are the stuff you want to look out for when you're playing. Don't worry about the CS as much, right? The CS is, you played enough to know how to CS, I think, overall, right? The CS isn't really going to make or break your games right now. It's these are the more important ideas that'll help you win or get better, for sure.
Yeah, my mentality this game was like, oh, I'm playing Kogmaw late game champion, like just farm it out in the laning phase and just outscale Jin, kind of. That was my plan anyways, but so I was not really focused on trading with him. Like, I just kind of made my mindset only farm and then just wait for ganks, when I could easily just trade with him in situations.
Right. There are opportunities here that you're missing. Like, look at this, right? Look how strong you are, and you're behind by 50 CS. Well, from the perfect CS marker. So, I mean, let's see if we can illustrate the point here. Right. Notice how you did all this damage to Thresh right here. You full to zero him, right here, right. So this is how strong your W and your Q is. That you land Q'd, you just auto attack with W, you win all in every time. Unless their all in is faster or better, right? So Draven, Lucian, what else is there? I don't even know, right? You're like, Kog'Maw is really good when he presses W.
Yeah.
So if you have W up, you shouldn't really be afraid.
I forgot. Does Kog'Maw's Q lower their armor or something like that?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right.
So in team fights, you're hold on to your Q until you can hit like the closest guy, and then you just like insta kill him.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on here?
Oh, this was a really bad play by me. I was just like stuck on which way to take, so I went this way.
What's wrong with going this way?
I'm an ADC. I'm squishy, and I have no vision in river.
I guess these are true, but there's a more general reason why we shouldn't take this path.
Because they have two people that could just melt me down easily.
More general reason.
So
let's say if you walk this way, you're trying to fight, right?
Yeah.
And if you walk this way, you're not trying to fight, we would say. So which do you want to do?
I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation.
Okay, this is good because this is also a very common occurrence at this rank. Is there's a fight about to happen? Do you want this or not? So first is look at your map. What do you notice?
Renekton's splitting top. We have no vision of anyone other than Teemo or Lissandra, and I'm going in to try and fight them pretty much.
Okay, the Renekton was a big one, and noticing that you have no vision as well as a big one. So if you have no vision, you always assume they're all here, right? And then who else is not here? Not just Renekton.
Oriana.
So how many people are at this fight on your team?
3 of us.
And then on their team?
Possibly 5.
Yeah, so you don't fight, right? That's it. So you don't take this path. This path is doomed because all she has to do is flash on you guys and start a fight, and you guys, it's all over, right? You can't save this. So if you now, the reason why I didn't say, when you said you're a squishy ADC and you didn't want to fight or whatever, you didn't want to take this path because they can engage in you. That's not necessarily true, right? Because what if they're the ones with a top laner up here and you have flash up and you guys have 5 people? So you want to start a fight. You would go to here and then flash over here or something like that, and you guys win because you have more people, right? So it's kind of, you base what you want to do as a team through knowing what's going on the map, and that's just at this rank, it's just who's here essentially, right? That's what you should be thinking. So you don't want to fight because you don't have enough people. That's it.
Yeah.
This can only go wrong essentially. Like, we know that it will be bad. We don't know how bad it will be, but we know it's always bad. So this is the idea. You don't want to fight. Don't walk that way. Don't walk in a way where they can attack you, right?
Yeah, I got really tilted off that play. I remember.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like, oh, feels bad, right?
Yeah, that was very feels bad.
Okay, push this out. Sure. Okay, this is also the same idea, right? Is you look at the map and you say, their jungle and support are here, and if a fight breaks out, their mid laner is going to come first. So we know that this is going to be bad unless you can one-shot them somehow, right?
Oh yeah, I had flash up, so I was being kind of cocky. Like, I saw Warwick and Janna coming, so I was just trying to stall out, but then I realized...
Well, that's how we know this is always bad, is that they have more people, right? That's what you should be thinking. That's the idea, right? Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but we know it's not winning, right? You would have to do something crazy to make this winning. So
Yeah.
a lot about, I think what makes or break this rank is can you figure out what's gonna happen before it happens, right?
Mhm.
Like you saw how I did it. You know how I kind of figured this out before it happened. Actually, you guys are winning this.
I
You guys
know
are winning this because
this is not too clean.
right, it's not something you guys should be winning. But let's see what happened here. That was a nice dodge and a nice
Thanks.
Janna save. And then they got the Ori shield. I think it was very lucky, to be
Yeah,
honest.
very lucky.
And then after that, the enemy Jin ran away for some reason. So
Mhm.
you guys definitely probably not winning this. But let's talk about this. So this is the same idea where this is a 3v3. So do you want to fight 3v3 is the question.
No, not when Jin is like 20 CS or 50 CS
Well,
higher than me.
don't care about the CS or anything like that. You care about the matchup.
Okay.
Right. So what's the matchup for bot lane?
Jin, he's good when he has force shot, but I'm better at all-inning with W and lethal tempo and stuff
Right.
like that.
So then you would say we can go for this because we went all in or something like that, right?
Mhm.
And the reason why it was not as good as it could have been is because you didn't stay to all in, right?
Mhm.
So I think the look is good, but I'm not sure if you had the right reason in mind, right? Because you can say that because this fight starts out well, even if Lissandra gets here, or he's going to be here in time or something like that, right? So when you go for stuff like this, you need to know that it's 3v3 and we're winning for some reason, right? So you would, instead of flashing this way, you would go back to your team, right?
Yeah.
Or something along those lines, right? Play the Ring King, the W, all that was good. It was just for some reason you're not using your E and your Q.
Oh yeah. So I
Because
should have.
honestly,
So right there, I should have used my E and Q,
right.
or just.
QE auto attack, right? Or because you don't want him to run away, and you want to land Q as fast as possible, so you can do more
Oh
damage,
yeah,
right?
it's true.
So yeah, you guys maybe you could fight this, but
Yeah, it got pretty awkward. Like
as
right
long
there, I
as
was just
you're,
kind of by
yeah,
myself.
it's kind of I don't know. It seems kind of dicey to be honest, because even if you go back to your team, Lysandra is going to be there, but
Yeah.
I think it's doable for sure. You just needed to, I think, plan it out better, right?
Mhm.
With how are you gonna, instead of just hitting him, I think you could do more, right? But okay, maybe it's just like a Kogmaw thing, honestly. Maybe you just need to play more so you know how to fight
Yeah.
better, right? Uh-oh.
Do you think Kog'Maw's good in this meta or no?
I actually have not tried him, but
Okay.
I would hope so. I always love playing Kog'Maw, but
Okay.
a lot of times it can be pretty doomed.
Oh yeah, this guy chased me
Oh
for a
my
while.
god. Oh, why'd you turn around?
I know. Right when I turn around, I was like, oh shit.
If anything, you can blade the Ring King and keep running or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, feels bad. All right, sure.
At that point though, I wasn't too mad about taking a 1-for-1 because I was pretty far behind.
Right, that's not necessarily bad for you guys because Timo's a top laner.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. There's a fight going on, and then you have no work. So, oh, very nice ulti.
Thank
Pushing
you.
mid, sure. So I think just by watching this, there are a lot of early mid game ideas you want to work on, right?
Mhm.
For laning and out of lane, I think. Um, let's see what are we doing here? Don't we need to go
Oh yeah.
bot? Okay, we're going bot.
Yeah, I rotated to bot and then just took wolves on the way.
Sure.
Do you think it's good like around this time to take some jungle camps when I'm 80?
If your work is not, if the enemy jungle is not getting them, and he's going to the other side of the map where he's invading, it can be good, but not
Okay.
always. Also depends on what jungler they are. Back in the tank jungle meta, it would be more acceptable
Oh, I
versus something
remember
like
that.
Kha'Zix Graves or something like that, right? Hold up, why are we basing?
I based here because I actually don't know. Oh, I think I based so I could just get there faster, I think. I'm not sure if I can get there faster by basing, but
Okay, so how do we know that this fight is usually over by the time you get here?
Because they're all pretty low and
No, let's back it up. Let's back it up. Right here, they're fighting right now, right?
Mhm.
How long is it gonna take you to get to this fight?
like 30 seconds or something.
Right, it's gonna take forever, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't like the distance you can help a fight is kind of based on how close you are. So if you're at this mid tower, you can get here in time, right?
Oh yeah.
But if it's 20 minutes in the game and you're coming from base, you're never gonna get here in time.
Do you think
Essentially.
I should have gotten the turret instead? 'Cause
Well,
it was
you should push, not necessarily get the turret, right? Because if Jin shows up, then maybe you can't get the turret, right? But you should definitely look to push.
Okay.
You would say, so because you're trying to maximize your income in the mid game, right? That way you can get your rage blade.
All right.
But
What should I do for like build path for Kogma? Is it just always Bork Rage Blade?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily bad. I just haven't played him in forever, but I would say that everyone's doing Pork Rage Blade, right?
Okay.
I'm not sure if you could go Rage Blade first. Probably not, to be honest. I'm not sure. It got changed. It got changed recently, right?
It got cheaper.
It's a little weird, but you would have to test it out. I have not tested it out, so let me see. What are people doing?
Oh yeah, what do you feel about how do you feel about Kaisa right now? Because I have not been finding any success with Kaisa lately.
That champ has lost every game I've seen her play so far.
Okay.
So it is not doing well. But it seems like everyone's taking Blade of the Ring King. So
Yeah, that's what I just followed you.gg too. I always use that website.
I do. Yeah, it's probably because something like the Blade of the Ring King will help you catch people so they can't run away, and it gives you a life steal, so it's really good in lane, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let me see. What do people say about Kogmaw right now? What is you?
Kogma had a high win rate on u.gg. When I last checked, it was like 52, 53.
Interesting. How do I find this? Let me see.
Just go to
Am I trolling?
wait,
It's
scroll
like
up.
tier list, right?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he's good. I would definitely play him if he's good.
Okay.
I'm just concerned that he could get doomed against like a bunch of one-shot champs or these oppressive bot laners. But okay. But yeah, once you get 2 items, it's like free low if you can hit someone.
I'll only play Kogma when I have like a shield support or some support that could protect me, because Kogma doesn't really have escapes other than flash.
Wow, very nice ulti there. That was clean.
Thanks.
That was clean.
Thanks.
Sure. Take everything. Sure. So I think one thing you can work on is fighting with your W. I think matters a lot with Kog'Maw, right? I think in early mid game, especially, right? For example, in the mid game, when you press W, you're winning all ins unless they kill you faster for some reason. And for early game, you want to use it to poke them, or if you have better all in, you would save it for all in. Like if let's say they're all in and you're all in as well, then you would save it for the all in, and then you could win, right? But I think in these mid game fights, these team fights, it seems like you're doing really well. You just hit the closest guy and they die. This is usually how Kog'Maw functions. It's great, right? In solo queue, it's like it's awesome because you don't really have to do anything crazy to win. Press W. Let's go. Another one. You can flash for him. Yeah. I think at this point it's just playing Kog'Maw more.
Yeah.
For you, so you can get more familiar with his laning. That seems like to be the biggest weakness you have with this champion specifically. I would say. Because like this is everything after this is just. Oh my god.
That was a clean Orialt, and then
Lissandra trolling.
Yeah, she trolled pretty hard there.
Right, as long as you can land Q, you always win, right? So easy clap. All right, very nice. As long as you have Rage Blade, it's really disgusting. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like the early game, mid game was a struggle. So let's see if we can see another one of these. But
Lucian took Ignite here. It was double Ignite bot lane.
Yeah, it's pretty troll. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. Is gonna be the same thing. So the first thing you do is like, what's the matchup here, right? So what do you guys want to do? What do they want to do?
Bran wants to poke me down, and then Lucian just wants to follow up with if Bran like gets a stun or something, And then me and Soraka, it's pretty much just try and dodge brand Q and W, and if that happens, then we'll probably win all in.
Right.
Just
So
because, yeah.
they need to land some stuff, and you don't want to get hit, and then you guys are also trying to land some stuff, right? So poke versus poke, and then maybe both ADCs have some kind of all-in potential, I guess. But overall, it's very much the same ideas, right? You're just trying to get CS, but also not getting hit. You don't want to get hit for the CS, right?
Yeah. I
So
think I got solo killed pretty early this game.
I think you pressed W a little late, but it works. Oh my, you could have gone for his heal. That would have been crazy. You could have kept it going for sure, I think. But
yeah.
It's okay. I think you got a good punish in there. Right, all you're really looking to do is press W, hit them when they want a minion, right? That's kind of your goal. Unless an all-in's happening, then you just press W and then kill people.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened here? He has level 3. You shouldn't be fighting this. Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I actually killed him here. Yeah, that was really stupid of him.
Interesting. So this is honestly just like a general thing is you have to know when level 3 is happening, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't expect this because Brand was still level 2 and then he just got 3 first.
Right, that's fucking weird. So I don't know how that happened, but maybe unlucky, right? I wouldn't worry about that too much then, because he got it a minion early.
Yeah, maybe Brand just like left for 1 minion XP or something. I don't know. Some next level strat.
That's okay. Sometimes it happens, right? I wouldn't worry about that part too much.
And then I also forgot he had Ignite because no ADCs take Ignite.
Right, that's pretty troll. That's definitely not gonna help him in the long run.
Yeah.
So when you see something like this, you don't necessarily have to take it, right? You can hit him back with Q auto attack or anything like that.
Should I Q E auto or just Q auto?
No, Q auto is probably better. Or you can E auto. It doesn't matter, but you want to have some kind of response, I think, right? Because who is this good for, him or you? Right here. When you see this who wants to trade and who doesn't want to trade?
Lucian wants to trade because he has his double shot, and then he could follow up with the rest of his abilities.
So he'll out-trade you 1v1, right?
Yeah.
But do you have what can your support do to win a trade?
Soraka can heal me, and Brand is a little bit too far away to land anything. So.
Right, Brand can't do jack to win this, right? So that's how you know you want to. You're the one who wants to trade. So if he gives you this, he's like kind of shooting himself in the foot. So you wanna take this whenever you can, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean when I talk about know your lane matchup, so that you know what you're supposed to do when these things happen, right? Let's say your mindset is let's look to trade but not get stunned by Brand, right? Then anytime he wants a minion, that's when you try and trade.
Okay.
Right. Let me play this for a little bit. I'll BRB. I need to go to the bathroom, but
all right.
Try and see if you can spot any times where you could be doing something that's part of your matchup, and notice if you can see they're doing anything that they shouldn't be doing, right? Like this, like they're trying to trade and you want to trade. So
yeah. Okay.
All right, I'm back. Whew, sorry about that.
All right,
Let's see.
it's all good. If you
So, do
go
we see
back,
anything?
there was a pretty big fight right here, right there.
Let's see.
If you go further back,
Oh, even
I should have went in a little bit sooner, I think. Yeah, I healed Zoe there, and then this fight went really well actually for us.
very nice. I think it's fine to come late.
Mhm.
Oh, awkward. But okay. You were dealing with all these minions, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's fine. The only thing you might want to be careful of is, where's their jungle?
Yeah.
So I think you need to work on. I think you just need to hit them with your W in lane,
Okay.
right? Use your W to do damage where possible. I think is a good way to put it. Like instead of last hitting, if you can hit them with W, do it. I think that's like what you want to be doing in lane, because there are too many times where you have a lot of opportunities to just hit them, but you don't realize it. So I want you to kind of think that good value on your W is obviously getting your full auto attacks off, right, and all in. But also, if you can get 2 hits off when they're trying to last hit, you would also say it's good value. Like 2 hits for free. You know what I'm saying? Oh my, you almost got both of them.
Yeah, that was really close.
That's why. Let's see if see what's going on here.
Yeah, after this fight, I was pretty big. I think I had like 4 kills or something.
Sure. I think there's more Kogmaw things like ulting when they're CC'd and stuff like that, but it's not an easy champion, to be honest.
Okay.
There are too many active buns.
Yeah, that's
So something like ulting when they're CC'd is always good, or pressing Q when you can't miss, right? Anything like that is always good, but your W is gonna make or break the champion, right? W usage. So think about this in lane. In lane, if you can get 2 hits off, it's considered good, right? And they have no sustain, right? Or you can use it to trade, right? Trading is good if you can hit them with Q or something like that. You just need to learn how to I guess fight back in a way, because when they hit you, it's not good for them, right? It's easily punishable, we would say, right? Like, so anytime you're like this, you hit this guy with W.
Okay.
Right? He wants to hit this minion, you hit him, and Brand can't hit you, right? You don't do it if Brand can hit you for free, but there's like every time this happens, you can hit them, right? So that's what I want to look at. Instead of going for this minion, you want to hit him instead.
Okay.
Like right there, that was perfect, right there. Now all you have to do is Q and use your W, and it's like 10 out of 10, and you do that every time, right? Because look how much damage it did, and you didn't use W. And imagine if you did this like 15 times. He gave you like so many opportunities, right? Double-digit opportunities. If you did that the whole time, they would just be super upset. So that's what you're aiming to do. And what happens if he fights back? You heal up with Soraka, so you always win, right? So these are kinds of things you want to be abusing. Is abuse what makes your champion strong, I think is a good way to put it. So, or abuse what makes your matchup strong, because it's always about your support as well.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you see a miss shot, you're all in, right? Easy clap.
I actually
you didn't want to get hit by the stun though. Yeah, you want to hide behind minions there, but it doesn't matter because the all in is so good. Oh no, you didn't press R.
Oh yeah, I should have ulted one last time. I
That's
think
okay.
Maybe get him here. Yeah.
You see how strong your matchup is though, right? How you guys are winning all in. Well, yeah, you guys. I would say you guys are winning all in, right? If Lucian can't burst you, so you got hit by everything and you still almost double killed them.
Yeah.
So this is the thing you want to abuse right here, right? Is knowing beforehand, before the lane starts, how it works, like what you're good at, what they're good at, right? And then as long as you can satisfy the conditions where you win and make sure that they don't win, you win every time. So like you said, don't get hit by brand stun. Okay, check, right? And then you realize that you guys want to trade. So that's all you have to do. Don't get hit by brand stun and trade as much as possible. Right? That's what I want you to think when you're laning. So
okay.
Have you seen my laning video on matchups?
I think I have, yeah.
Right, that's definitely something you would want to revisit, so that GG Soraka, she died. Dude, the tower did so much damage. Yeah, but that's something you want to revisit so that you can get this kind of concept down, because Kogmaw is super reliant on this idea. And it's really hard to play him because he can do so many different things. It's just he doesn't stand out on any of them, right? Sometimes he can trade if he can land Q. Sometimes he can poke if he outranges, and sometimes he can all in, right? So you definitely want to identify what you want to do for before the game starts. Oh, what the hell?
I think I just kind of sacked. No, I didn't even get the turret here.
I mean, it should be okay. It was a good try going for the tower.
I should have just autoed it one more time. It was literally 1 HP.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's too bad. I mean, you did get shut down, which is really awkward, but think about it this way. You don't care about the structure. You want to kill the people. You want to do damage to the people when they're trying to save the structure. I think this is a common trap where you try and finish off the tower and then you die, right? Whereas you could just hit him when he's trying to run you guys down, and then you can get the tower because he has the base again, right? It's okay. I think you have bigger fish to fry. I think you just need to practice hitting people with W when they're in range, I think is a good way to put it. So
yeah, for the rest of this game, I just me and the rest of my team just snowballed pretty hard.
Oh no, what happened here? Oh, you're chasing. Oh
yeah, I
no.
chased without vision. Not the smartest idea.
All right, you definitely don't want to chase. But okay, that's different from what we've seen so far, I think. Let's see. Damn, I wish I had some Kogmaw games to show you, but I don't have anything in the last 100.
Oh damn.
Because I used to be a big Kogmaw player. I was like the Kogmaw Twitch player. So let me see. Sure. Push out and then go help. Okay. This is fine. You can win this, right? You just go for anyone here. Honestly, you can flash on Lucian. Easy clap. I don't know why he stood around. But very nice. This is what we mean by I don't think you two have too many problems in team fights, because all you have to do is press W and hit someone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on here? Oh my.
I greeted for turret. I just want to finish the turret off, and then she R-flashed Eid. I think I might kill her.
Right, you could have won this, but
oh, she's 1 HP. I remember. Yeah.
Right. I don't think you don't have to flash here, right? But I think this is okay. It's not something you should worry about too much, but usually you want to use your flash to dodge something, right? So here you could just stand and press W and you'd be happy. You could just kill someone here, honestly.
Yeah.
And you'd be good to go.
That was a hardcore panic flash.
So that could be something to look at mechanically wise, is not using your flash as a panic button, but use it to dodge something specifically, right? Yeah. Or use it for a specific purpose. That isn't general, oh shit, I took a bunch of damage. Because if you get to that point, you'd rather just die, I think.
Yeah.
You're just I think it's kind of a bad habit to use it without thinking it through. But okay. Honestly, in these fights, all you have to do is press W and you're winning. Ooh, let me watch this.
I had Shen and Soraka this game.
This is very relevant because
it was just a lot of shields and a lot of heals for me.
Alright, so you see what you're doing here? This is perfect. He's in range and you press W. This is what you want to do in lane. I'm serious. This is all you do is play lane, use your lane W like this. Okay. And if you can hit him once or twice, you'd say that's good, right? This is what you want to do, right? Yeah, I know. We know you can do it. You just need I don't know why you don't do it in lane. So
it's just a lack of experience on him, I think.
Right, I think so too. So I'm not too concerned, especially when you get to this point and you just kill everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, you're alive. All right, nice. Sure. And then you just win.
We won. Yeah.
Very nice. So yeah, I'm not concerned out of lane. I'm concerned that if you somehow lose on this champion, it's in lane, right? But let's see if we can see a different champion and see if we have similar problems. Should we watch the Jin one?
I don't know. Lucian's definitely my comfort pick right now. Ever since you taught me about the short dash, I've he's pretty much been my blind pick ADC all the time.
Oh baby, nice. Yeah. So I guess we should take a look.
Yeah, sure. And then I've seen a lot of people start W on him, so I just tried it out. It's actually not that bad because it does
Yeah,
a
it's
good
quite
amount of
good.
damage early game. Yeah, they started pushing very hard at the start here.
I think we're also getting to the point where I think we're also getting to the point where you need to start learning how to read your opponent, right? Or maybe not learn how to do it, but do it more. Because every time in lane, when you go for a CS, they hit you, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like you're not aware that they're about to do that. So my advice to you for laning would be, don't worry about getting CS at all. You already know how to do that, right? Your main focus is to watch their characters and figure out what they're gonna do at all times, right? So like, take a look at this. Take a look at this right here. It's super obvious he's gonna throw a Q at you, right?
Yeah, it's very
Or even
obvious.
when you go for this one, right? Any of these, it's super obvious. And why is it obvious? Because there's nothing in the way.
It's wide open, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what you want to look at, all right? Because I think this happened all 3 games where you're kind of doing your own thing, and then they're gonna do stuff, and you're like, oh wait, they're doing stuff, right? Like when Lucian dashed in, you were playing Kogmaw, you could have instantly turned back and punished him, but you didn't realize he was going in the first place. So this is the number one thing I want you to work on for laning, or
Okay.
even honestly out of laning, you don't really have any problems fighting. But you notice what's going on here, right? Where they're level 2 and you're so focused on getting this CS, you don't realize that they're trying to kill you. So there's too much emphasis on getting the last hits, right? You need to have more of an emphasis on figuring out what they're gonna do. I think.
That's 2 games now where like Kogma, and this game where I just start off laning phase with 1 HP.
Right, exactly. Even stuff like this, right? You're like trying to hit this, and she's just in the bush, right? I want you to not look at minions, not look at enemy minions or yourself. Just look at their characters, and predict what they're gonna do. And you've played against all these characters so far to know what everyone's gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So this is the number one thing you need to look at. And you can tell what they're gonna do based on when you're last hitting. So when you're last hitting, that's when they're most likely to do something. Right, that's what I want you to think. This is your number one goal. In fact, are you an NA? You're an NA, right?
Yeah.
We can even do some 1v1s to try and see if we can work on this idea.
Okay.
But this is definitely the number one thing in laning, is because sometimes it just seems like you don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And then they do something, and it's like, oh, right. I don't really think you have problems on the offense, right? Identifying when you can kill them, except in lane, Kog'maw press W, hit them, right? But the biggest weakness is just making sure you know what they're gonna do. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Actually, let me see if I have a Kog'maw example. I actually think I do have a Kog'maw example. Let me play this while I look for it, but I know exactly where it is. Let's see. I should know where it is. Is this it? No. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's take a look at this real quick. Actually, let me open with this. All right. Turn this off. All right. So this is what I mean by reading your opponent, right? Let's fast forward a little bit. So this is me over here, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sure, you can see we're pressing W and stuff. Let me see if I can pause it at the right time. Sure. Wait for it. If I walk here, what's gonna happen?
You're gonna kill him.
What are they gonna do? Remember, we want to know what they're gonna do, because we know you can kill them, right?
Yeah.
Now we need to work on what can they do to punish you, right? So if you walk over here,
Bard's gonna Q, and so is Morgana, and that's a lot of CC.
right. And there's something else that you're missing as well, because you got it all. That's correct, right? You're gonna throw a bind. He's gonna throw a Q.
Yeah.
And this is Vayne.
Oh, Vayne's gonna condemn.
Right. So you know exactly what they're gonna do, and if you give it to them on purpose, then and you have a way to beat it, then you kind of automatically win, right? So watch what happens, right?
Oh, that was 200
Right.
IQ.
Right. It's not that we saw the condemn bolt come out. It looks like an auto attack, right? But it's more like we know what he's gonna do. So you can't lose. That's the idea, right? Now if I didn't have flash, then you're just fucked, right? So you can't do that. But that's the idea. You see how obvious I gave it to him, right?
Yeah.
It's super obvious. And it's not like, I flash at an angle where I won't get condemned. But that's kind of the idea is you need to practice this ability to read people.
In that situation, could you flash forward to her
yes,
also?
you can as well. You can flash forward as well. I think that works. Sometimes it actually, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. I need to kind of figure out what the exact range is, but most of the time it will be good, right? You just flash on top of her and it'll work similarly. So this is the big idea, especially when champions like Ezreal, it's super obvious, right? Where he will throw Qs like this. Your goal is to not get hit. Is to get him to waste it.
I'm literally just giving him free gold.
Right. yeah. I mean, that's one way to put it, but you're also giving them free damage as well.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the thing we want you to work on. Is reading what your opponent is gonna do. Right. Legit. The way to do it is every time, like, it doesn't matter what's going on in game. You should not be surprised by what they're doing ever. That's your goal. If you can get through a whole game where you never get surprised, then you've done really well. Right? All right. That's the number one thing we're seeing so far. Literally, it doesn't matter what champion it is. So,
all right.
What's going on here?
I think I backed off because I was low on mana and I had no health.
The snowball is coming in.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't die there. That Ezreal kind of screwed up. Oh, you are dying here. Q flash, Q, anything like that. Oh. So see how you can do it when it's super obvious. There's nothing to worry about.
I knew he was gonna Q there, so I just tried to sidestep.
So what's the difference between this and it laning usually is because you're trying to last hit. So I want you to not care about the last hits.
So when I last hit, should I be looking at them instead of looking at the minion pretty much?
Yes, exactly. When you right click, when you see it's low, let's get to a last hit. All right, let's back it up. Back it up. All right, here we go. I guess this is a fight, but back it up some more. Right here. When you see this, right? The instant you right click this, you would say something like, I'm behind minions, so they can't hit me right now. So when you last hit this, you look at the map. Right as you right click, right? And then if there is a fight going on, right? If they can hit you, when you see this, you're looking at this. Right? And then you're gonna try and bait it out. So you're gonna pretend to last hit, cancel it, and walk up. That's really effective. That's always really effective, right? If you give them an opening, they will shoot for it, right? So that's exactly what happened. But you didn't know it was coming, right? So this is the idea is you don't look at the minions, right? You know you're gonna get the last hit. So when you do this, you're behind minions, look at the map, right? Or any time when you give them an opening, give it to them on purpose and walk back into your minions. So that's the main idea. Let me see if I have any other examples. But I think you got the gist of it, right?
Okay, so main focus for me is just laning phase then, right?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay.
You want the first 15 minutes to be clean, right? You want to go back and watch and ask yourself, did I do what my lane wanted to do, and did I make sure that they didn't get to do what they wanted to do, right? So them, it's like landing binds, and for us, it's like making sure that we try and trade favorably or wait for Lux binds, right? Let's see. Here we go. Here's a good one. And this is really good because it's not champion specific, right? The thing you're working on is not champion specific. It's literally any situation, right? So if they have a lantern here, they have a thresh here, right? So watch what I do.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So it's not that I stuck on this guy. I know he's going to take the lantern, right? 100%. So you can put a word on it. You can flash for it. It doesn't matter what you do, but we want to see you. We want to see that you know it's coming.
You also walked forward a little bit too before you actually.
Right. Exactly. I stopped auto attacking because I knew I was gonna miss. Right. Here's another one. What is Zyra gonna do when you come out of stealth?
Root. Probably root you. Oh yeah, nice dodge. You're clean.
Right. So this is the idea you want to do the whole time. The whole game is all you care about is predicting what they're gonna do. Right. And I think you will see huge improvement because this is kind of one thing you're missing, and you kind of need to start building this up at this rank. Because while you're like pretty good at recognizing when you can kill them, right? But you're not as good at recognizing when they can kill you, I think.
Yeah.
So or punish or whatever. But this is the big idea. Like here, for example, right?
Do you think I should have based here or no?
Well, you should wait for your Lux if you don't want to base. This is 1v2. So no matter what you do, you're gonna lose this. Right? You can just WE, it doesn't matter. You're still losing some amount of HP you shouldn't lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like even in these cases, right? It's just too much focus on the CS, right? Like even in these games when you're focused on the CS, you're not getting 10 CS a minute. You need to, if you want 10 CS a minute, you need to prevent this, and then you can get 10 CS a minute. So
okay. So right, pretty much me focusing less on CSing will like lead to me getting more.
Right. Oh my. Okay. This is exactly what we want to see. Right. You see what you did here?
Yeah.
You knew he was gonna cast bind, or I don't know if you knew, but at least you dodged it.
Yeah, I knew she would.
Okay, good. Because we don't want it to be instinct. We want you to know it beforehand, right?
Did you see my short dash too?
Right. That was good. But it could also be improved, right? Because you could dodge the Ezreal ulti. But yeah, that was you almost got him. You got tricked by Zhonya's for a sec, but it turned out to be okay. That was good. That was good mechanics. Right.
Thanks.
All right, let's see if we can do some 1v1s to see if this helps.
Ooh, okay.
But send me your league name real quick.
It's just that.
Let me see if this is working.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Right, and then there are two ways to do this. One is we can lane with skill shots, and the other is we can do the Mundo Pit thing. You throw cleavers. So, what do you think?
I'll let you decide. It doesn't matter.
All right, let's just do Ezreal mid then, because I think that makes more sense.
Ezreal. Okay.
I'll just take like. Runes are kind of awkward. I'm just taking Fleet forward. So.
Fleet. Okay, I'll take Fleet too.
Shouldn't matter too much. All I care about is all I want you to focus on is figuring out how to not get hit. Okay, by Qs. Yeah, I want you to not get surprised when I throw it out. It's not that you shouldn't get hit, because sometimes you will. I just want you to know that I just want you to be able to figure out when I'm throwing it.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the number. That's how you train it. And then once you can identify when they're gonna do it, then you can focus on figuring out what to do if they do it. Right.
All right.
Because this is really important with Blitzcrank, Thresh, Pyke, like any of these champions, right? Morgana, whatever. Any champions that have skill shot, CC, I think, would be champions you might have problems with.
Let's go Doran's Blade.
Yeah, Doran's Blade is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we can even like run mid before the minions show up too.
All right. I haven't played any league so far today, so this is
me too. It's spicy. Yeah, I kind of want to play Kogmaw now that you showed me.
Oh yeah, you should definitely try it. It's really fun.
Possible comebacks are sort of my specialty.
Oh.
At the same time.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
How did I know you're gonna shoot that?
Because I was just sidestepping a lot, and I don't know.
It was your cooldown. You shot it at the first point you could. Right, so these are all kind of tricks you can utilize. Is that a lot of players will shoot it at the first opportunity you give them.
Okay.
Right? Oh, nice tag.
Wait, I want to try something out. 1 sec. Oh, that actually works.
The Q flash.
I've actually never tried that.
It doesn't work. It gets fixed next patch, but right now it's bugged. Yeah, it's bugged. Yeah, you had to do it at max range.
Like it hurt.
Alright, so I don't want you to look at the last hits. I want you to
Okay.
look at what I'm doing at all times. Like, the instant you last hit, you should start looking at my character.
I already missed 2.
Hard
Okay.
work. Not today.
Don't worry about the CS. You literally don't care about them right now.
Alright. Fuck.
Right? So notice how you're getting hit.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
you really want it.
I'm taking free damage.
Right, exactly. Oh, see, that's the response you want to see. That's the when Lucian dashes in and you're playing Kogmaw. That's exactly what you should have done.
Okay.
You're between me and glory.
Panicky. Oh, I'm fucking dead. Ah!
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't panic, right? Don't worry about any kind of panicking.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna try and pressure you on every minion possible.
Alright.
You want to see how you deal with it.
Jero Lightfeather never gives up. He learned that from me.
That was a good response, right? You can't get it with an auto attack, so you use the Q instead, right?
Whew, that was close.
Minion.
All part of the adventure.
Right, and this will also help you prevent. This will also help you not be predictable in terms of going for last hits all the time. Because in your games, you always went for it with an auto attack. But in this 1v1, you're going for it with Q sometimes, right? So sometimes it's hard to tell what you're gonna do. That's what you want.
Okay.
Right, the person who can read the opponent is gonna win.
Magic coming at you.
Oh, I actually hit you. What the hell?
Nice, nice. Because it's you're kind of trying to read what I'm doing, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Right. So how did I hit that?
Because you knew I was gonna walk up. Like,
Right, I knew you were gonna go for the minion, right? So literally, it's always because I know what you're gonna do. It's especially under tower, right? Under tower is the most obvious.
damage. What the hell?
Right. Well, you have to proc it with something.
No luck. All skill.
I'm actually getting shit on. Woo!
Right. So it's not that my mechanics are better or anything. It's just that I always know what you're gonna do. Usually. This is the main skill you want to kind of focus on. Like literally now and forever. Like the instant you forget about this, that's like the day where you feel like you're not playing well. This is what happens to a lot of people, right? Is when they say they play on autopilot because they're not thinking about what their opponent's gonna do. All right, I'm gonna base after this so we can come back with full health.
When you got
Okay.
talent, there's no such thing as a lucky shot.
I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm just gonna come back.
Okay.
Yeah, is this helping at all? Does it make sense?
Yeah. This actually is helping a lot. It like you're punishing. I like how you're just punishing me like every time I go for a last hit. It's good.
I unearthed the
Right.
secrets
So you have to
of the
figure
past
out a
and
way
sell
to
them
deal
the
with it.
highest
Otherwise, why doesn't everyone just punish on last hits? Is because sometimes it's not good.
Yep.
Right. Because sometimes, what if you're so far back that I'm in your mini wave, right, and you hit back, then you're winning. So this is kind of how you can learn how to win these small mind games in lane. Like he wants a CS, I want a CS. Who punishes who? Don't worry about the actual getting of the CS.
Okay.
And I think that's getting in the way of you improving. Especially in the last year, like going for the CS as like the CS doesn't even matter anymore almost in League, right? It's just did you kill them or not, right?
It gives you a 0 gold now.
Shut down or not, right?
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
So yeah, the later the game goes on, the more important this is because if you can read someone in a team fight, they just like lose. Like Saber shield blocks ultis or stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the timing.
What do you think are the best ADCs right now?
I haven't played enough, but I think it still needs more testing, right?
Okay.
My instinct is that anything that can win lane is good.
I'm always open to new ideas. My new ideas.
And then once you can start to read your opponent, you can also start to like plan your attack and read them and CS at the same time. That's kind of where like the higher level players are at, is that they're doing everything. Right. So how did I know you're gonna shoot all that?
Because I just want to respond back to your W.
Right, right. So I pretended to walk up, right? So this is what I mean by giving them the first chance right there, right? I give you the first chance you see is the one you take. Is usually how most players feel. That's usually the one you don't want to take, right? So if I step here, you don't want to shoot that, right?
Yeah.
It's clear baiting. Or you can test to see if they know about that. But usually speaking, it's just clear baiting.
Oh, the minion block.
So if it's clear baiting for just giving you shots, then what should you do? Only pressure on minions.
Okay.
That way that you can't get tricked.
No sweat.
Oh, that hit me. It's crazy.
Wait, where's all my mana at?
You use too much of it.
Yeah. I
That's
used
another
way too
thing.
much
I guess
on, farming.
keeping track of mana is good, but
Exploration runs in my
don't worry about that yet.
It's in my blood.
Oh, what the hell?
Right, so that's another trick. Is that if they don't know, this is how you can throw people off. Is if you do something really strange and they don't know what you're gonna do.
That
Right.
tripped me the fuck up.
So that's like an offensive. That's like an offensive trick. Is being super unpredictable, right? You would have died if I had more mana.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
that's like you had no idea what to do, right? You can't dodge something, even if you have flash. You can't dodge if you don't know it's coming.
Yeah,
This is
I
the,
saw that.
um,
I saw that too in one of your videos. I've like never seen anyone do that in solo queue though.
Right. It's all kind of practical applications are hard because people have a bunch of habits built up already.
Do you think that's like a useful combo to use in solo queue though?
Yeah, for
The
sure. I
flash
use it
arc?
all the time.
Okay.
Our flash is really good, right? Because it's really unpredictable for most people, especially if they haven't seen it before.
Oh shit! Little too greedy there.
Should I keep going?
Sure if you want.
Probably one more, and then we can call it here. But I think you know what to work on now. I think I can see it getting better. It's just make sure it's every time. I think sometimes you're slipping back to trying to get the last hit. So
Okay.
don't worry about the last hits at all. You don't care about last hits. I want you to focus on the fighting in lane and reading your opponent. The last hits will come once you can kind of secure yourself from this idea, right?
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's just I think it's just too much of a block for you right now. Where you really want a minion, you take like 50 to 150 damage, and then all of a sudden you can't get any minions. So, but once you're out of lane, the fighting is good. I think.
Okay.
I don't think we saw any problems, right?
Yeah. Usually I play fairly safe in like mid late game. I just kind of wait for my team to engage.
I hate the word steal. I prefer liberate or procure.
I'm playing like too defensively right now. Like I'm only watching you. I'm not watching when you last hit. You know.
Right. That's another thing you're gonna be out there look at. You look at your minions. Ooh, nice dodge. You look at your minions instead of the enemy minions.
Wait, I
Oh,
pressed R. I pressed
nice try.
R instead of E.
Feels bad, man.
It's actually doomed. Oh.
Oh.
Another day.
Oh,
If I
nice
landed
try.
W2.
Yeah. That's something different. You went for a play there. That was good. That was a good look.
Keep doing whatever you were doing.
But yeah, I think you got the gist of it. So
All right.
it's looking good. Yeah, that's just perma practice this forever. Like seriously,
Okay.
this is probably the most valuable skill you can learn once you know how to kill someone. You need to know how they can kill you, and then you can kind of abuse that right? And
Okay.
then you can always win these fights. So that time when you flash the Morgana bind, that's exactly what we're looking for, right?
Okay.
And we know you can do it. It's just you have a block when it comes to minions, right? When minions are involved, there's a problem. Yeah, it's like split focus or something. So definitely work on this. And the best way to do it is just legit look at their champion and predict what they're gonna do. Right.
All right.
So if you're ever surprised, you go back into replay and watch and figure out why you were surprised. And that way, next time, maybe it'll be more obvious, right? Something like when you see an auto attack cancel, like when Ezreal auto attacks and throws a Q, it's confusing, right? So then next time you'll look out for it, or anything like that. Or the classic Alistar auto attack combo. Right? He auto attacks a minion and then combos immediately. That one's super spicy. Yeah, these are all the things you want to look out for and try to have a reaction for, right? So if you go into your replay and you see that they did something to catch you off guard, you still got to work on this. Sounds good?
Yep, sounds good.
Alrighty, cool. Any last questions?
I was just wondering like how I should handle like my mentality toward ranked. Like usually what I do is I'll try to play ranked in like sets of 3. Like I'll play 3 games, take a break, 3 games, take a break. Like I was just wondering what you think.
That sounds pretty good. I would say the way I approach it is I focus on making sure I do one thing for the whole day. Like I want to make sure I can predict, like read my opponent for the whole day. And then if I got better at it, that's good, right? Keep going. Then I'll do it until it's like as good as I want it to be. Like I see some noticeable improvement. And then I start to work on something else for like a different day. But if I ever lose 2 in a row, then I take a break. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's another problem I have is sometimes I just play like I'm not really focused on working on something. I just play. And I think that's a problem for me too.
Right. I had that problem too. So I came up with this, and when I'm really serious about improving, I look at what I'm working on. Right. So number 1 is reading my opponent. Speaking of which, but it used to be like my daily goals and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alright, cool. It seems like you're doing really well recently, though. So
yeah,
keep it up. Let me know how the Kogmaw is going.
Yesterday I went on like I was kind of busy yesterday, and then I played last night. I went on like a 4-game win streak, and I just quit like right away. I just left. I just left with my 4 wins in a row.
Stop while you're ahead, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think if you can do this, it'll be looking really good. So.
All right. Thanks.
Try it out. Let me know how the practice is going, and if you need any help with any of this stuff, feel free to clip it or ask me questions. So
okay, yeah, I'll let you know probably like maybe a week or 2. We'll do another like session or something.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty, cool. Good luck in your games. Let me know
thanks,
how things go. So
yeah, see you later.
have a good one.